Welcome back to VeVe in 3 with me, Corey, aka OldRhubarb and the VeVeverse. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming drop of Ron English's Serial Killers Series 3 coming to VeVe. We're going to be seeing 4 digital statues rolling through of various rarity. The drop date for this release is going to be Saturday, November 27th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. From what I'm gathering, it's not going to be a blind box drop. That means you're going to see the 4 statues in the store whenever this shows up on there, and you'll get to pick which one you want to bid on when the timer runs down. Each one is going to cost a different amount of gems, and we're going to talk about that just after we talk a little bit about Ron English. It's pretty important that you know what you're bidding on, so you should probably know who the artist is and what value he brings to the table. Ron English is an American contemporary artist who has his artistic hands in a lot of different pots. Even uninformed miscreants like me have seen his work and probably just didn't realize it. The piece that sticks in my mind is Abraham Obama, which inspired news coverage, a book, and even a documentary. I was also somewhat familiar with the propaganda signature grins. This is a sort of signature look from English, and he uses it to warp many of the different pulp culture icons that we know and we love. English's work spans a lot of different artistic mediums, and it really focuses on the dark and satirical exploitation of commercial advertising and pulp culture icons. I hope we see some more of his works, especially his animated digital artwork, make it to VeVe. It's also worth noting that English is producing NFTs outside of VeVe, and with great success. Before VeVe, his first foray into the digital NFT space was via niftygateway.com, which featured his 10-piece collection titled Essential. I'm mentioning this simply because it does impact the exclusivity of his works. They're not just on VeVe, they're in other places as well. It should also be noted that a variation of Fruit Looped and Sugar Frosted Fat were listed in his Essential collection on Nifty Gateway. The numbers released were far fewer than on VeVe, and the price for each was much, much higher. But keep in mind, English's works on VeVe are statues currently, while the Nifty Gateway release was animated digital art. I think that's a pretty decent info dump and a pretty decent amount of speculation. Let's move on and look at this actual Series 3 that's about to drop. So first up, we're going to have the common, Smack, Crack, and Pot. There's going to be 4,444 of these rolling through at 39.99. The caption for this guy says, "High on sugar, Smack, Crack, and Pot are Obese's 3-headed monster that insatiably gobbles on its own 100% nutrition-free breakfast." Wish these guys were animated, but these statues are really, really clean. Next up, we have Drug'em Killfrog, the uncommon. He's rolling in at $49.99 with 3,333 editions rolling out. Kind of looks like he's doing the sheesh thing with his arm there. Love it. Coming in next, we have the rare, I believe this is going to be pronounced Qhrist, and that kind of makes sense with this caption. The quasi-energy alien ascension will take your sugar rush into the stratosphere. List price is going to be $59.99 with 2,222 editions. And last but not least, the ultra rare, Tricky the Obese Bunny. Silly bunny, healthy rabbits don't eat the tricks, but you can trick the kids with this excellent source of childhood diabetes. Love the satire. 1,888 editions of this being released at $89.99. It's definitely going to be the highest price point. And who knows, with that price point being that high and that edition number, which is, 1,888 for an ultra rare is a pretty fair number, you might be able to swing one of those if you have that super, super crispy fast internet connection. That's a wrap for this episode. I hope that information dump that I provided on Ron English gives you a little more information to make a little better decision on where you're going to be standing in the marketplace if you do miss out on these drops. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the Rhubarb Patch. And I'm just going to throw the information on the screen really quick that's going to show those drop date details. Until we meet again, this is Corey, aka OldRhubarb, signing off.